You're listening to the Late Night Snack Radio Show.
Yes, y'all, we are back.
Yeah, baby Bubba.
What up? There you go, the Yeah, baby Bubba. It's live, baby.
That's right, that's what we do, live.
Listen, you're here with the Late Night Snack Crew. You're here with your boy ASAP.
Your boy Ray Bone.
Big Rod, what up?
And we are once again back. We're on the screen. We're going to be talking about, we got a guest on the show tonight by the name of Derrick Trotman, good friend of mine. Went to school with talented brother, artist, originally from Boston native. And we're going to be talking about his work, talking about projects coming up. He's done you know what? I'm not going to do all the talking. We're going to get him on the line.
Just get him on the line.
And we're going to see what's popping.
First time, baby.
Let's go. See if he picks up.
How you doing? Hello.
Yo, what's up, D?
How you doing, boss?
There you go.
There he
My
is.
man.
That's right.
We are live and direct.
We live and direct, baby, on the Late Night Snack. Thanks for Matt. Appreciate your time, brother. Really do.
No problem, fam. Anything to help out a friend.
Okay, that's what's up. So yeah, I was just telling the audience, man, how talented you was. I gave him a little background. We went to college together and whatnot. And man, I know personally that you got skills, but we're gonna display it up on the board.
Right on the
Right.
board.
I appreciate it.
We're gonna conversate about what's going on with you and what you've been up to, man.
Brother, I have been on the grind. I've been working on 7 different art projects. I'm working on a J. Cole piece. I'm working on a Nipsey Hussle piece. I just finished up a Jake Dilla piece.
Okay.
I'm working on actually Eric B to go with my Rakim. Like 2 years ago, Rakim had come through to Boston. I knew people who knew people who knew people. Long story short, I ended up getting Rakim's autograph. He signed, he's like, thanks, Derrick, peace, Rakim. I gave him a replica or a reprint of my Rakim piece for him. So he has that up in his studio right now in New York.
Major.
Dope. That's love right there. That's love.
Yeah, bro, the God. Like, it's like, he inspired Nas, Common, all my favorite MCs. So this was just like,
that's crazy.
It was like one of the bucket list type things.
That's what's up.
But yeah, stay on my grind with the art, man. Every day I'm about to head home in a little bit, do some more painting.
Okay, that's
Right,
what's
always
up.
on the grind.
And you, so your brand is called Trusoul, correct?
Yes. If it don't glow, it ain't true soul.
There we go.
That's what's up. And, what's that site you on where they can reach, where they can see your work?
Well, the website is trusoul.org, TRUSOUL.org. If they have Instagram, it's Trusoul Movement.
Okay.
Twitter is the same thing, so people can reach out to me if they need to request specific work, if they need, a mural done, logo done, tattoo. I went to school for graphic design, so as an artist, we have to be very versatile in many different things. But like I said, if people need to reach out or they just want to see what latest project I'm working on or what artists I'm collaborating with, the Instagram would be the quickest way to see everything, because that's when I do like the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
Major.
Yeah, because like some artists, they only post like, their life, whatever they're doing, like random stuff. Like for me, it's one of those things where it's like, as an artist, you don't really get to see the process of art, and a lot of times that's what really draws people in. Not so much the finished product, but how did that person get to that point before they added that color or that brushstroke or that tablet assessment, whatever it is. How did they get to that? So for me, I like to kind of give my fans like a little sneak peek, not too much. There are some things out there.
Right.
Right. No, yeah, I mean, listen, you gotta
pull your neck.
Right. Well,
exactly. You know what I mean? You want to give them just enough so that they can say, I know where that came from, but not so much that they can be like, I'm gonna just copy this real quick.
Right.
I took a look at your website too. Would it be possible to get because I saw one of your pieces of art. It was one of my favorite was the Jimi Hendrix. You see between that one and the Prince one was smooth too. So like, would I be able to get that printed out through your website? Because I saw you had some samples.
Yeah, so the way I set up the website is I wanted to give people a wide range of options. So you have the option of getting the you have the option of getting the print just rolled in a tube, sent right to you. You can get that on a etching rag, or you can get that on a canvas. If you happen to decide to purchase it on a canvas, I wrap my own canvases. So I print out it, stretch it, gesso it, do what I need to do, or not gesso it, but embellish it if I need to. But I stretch it to my own stretcher board. So you get like I guess you could say to a certain degree, a semi-original. But I would say, like, it's more so about what type of look are you looking for. Some people like posters because they just want to buy a frame, hang it up. They have a collection of artwork. There are other people that, like the look of canvas. They like the way it breathes. They like the color.
Right.
So I try to give them options. I will say, though, with the canvas prints, it's archival ink. So the same quality prints that you would see at, let's say, for example, the Museum of Fine Arts, or like a reprinted quality, it's archival ink, so it'll last at least 100 years.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I just learned.
Quality over quantity.
Right.
So, hey, folks, y'all know what y'all getting, and you know it's worth it. Trust me, and it is
that
worth
Jimi
it.
Hendrix, a little story behind that Jimi Hendrix piece. I was
that
doing
joint
a
is bad.
series of like black and white art with a little bit mixed up color. So what I thought was, I was like, you know what? Let me do a piece that kind of like, embodies Jimi Hendrix, like all the things that, the music that he pretty much put on display. So what I did was, for 2 months straight, I listened to nothing but Jimi Hendrix.
Wow.
So I had to go on YouTube, listen to, like, when I say nothing but Jimi Hendrix, no hip-hop, no Miles Davis, no Big Sean, nothing, just straight Jimi Hendrix. And just listening to all the original music, the sounds, you can hear the snares and all the little things that made Jimmy Jimmy.
Right.
I want to bring that to life. That's why people don't even see, like, the psychedelic girl in the background.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And
There's a lot. Go ahead.
And I was about to say that's what I love about your work, bro. Since like day one, you always like sneak all that intricate detail in every piece,
Yeah.
and then you
honestly,
sneak the colors in on them.
Oh, brother, I actually got that technique when I was in college. I actually studied the Italian Renaissance. So Matisse, Botticelli, Cezanne, a lot of them, they did like color on color to create shadows and depth and all this other stuff. So when I'm creating my pieces, I try to use that same type of methodology. Plus, colors can bring out certain emotions. So red, for example, is a very passionate color, but red also means determination.
Right.
You know what I mean? So adding those colors in there, and then just how they balance, I've loved art ever since I was 4 years old.
Wow.
So, yeah,
That's
man,
dope.
I seen the movie Fantasia with Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
And I was like, wow, this brother can do all that with a brush?
So,
Man, what can I do?
right.
So let's rewind back. When did you actually start like really seriously like drawing and getting into art as a kid? Or?
Yeah, man. My mother's an artist. My father's an artist. My uncle's an artist. So I come from a family of musicians and artisans. But I would say it really kind of took hold when I was like 4th grade. I mean, not 4th grade, 4 years old. Like I said, watching the movie Fantasia, growing up watching Disney movies. Yeah. And no BS, but Marvel Comics, also Transformers was like huge.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Optimus Prime,
Right.
Devastator. So just seeing the way in which lines were manipulated on a flat surface, something about that just said, I need to be able to do this. How do they do this? So I would, ask my mother for, art supplies, whatever she could get me. I was drawing on lined paper, like most kids back in the day,
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things where it's just like I consider myself I guess you could call it like a street artist, because even though I've had traditional style training, my skills were really honed by, watching television, cartoon shows, reading magazines, studying lines, and like seeing how they actually manipulated it. But I've been in love with art since, like I said, 4 years old.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I could totally relate.
And you got to live your dream. I think that a lot of times God gives us a gift, and we don't take heed of that gift because we're so busy on chasing the dollar, trying to impress somebody.
Yeah.
And I think that if you embrace your gift, whatever that may be, for me it's art, for some people it might be math, for other people it might be, communication, but whatever your gift is, embrace it, and the rest of the world will see whatever it is that you see.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
It's sad that, some people die before ever getting to know what their gift is.
That is very true, and that also comes back down to, especially, and I'll speak more so from an artistic perspective, when you're in school, no one really learns about art. And art in and of itself opens up the door to scientists, doctors, lawyers, like all these creative things and ways of thinking starts with art.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be realistic. Let's go back to cavemen. They weren't, they discovered fire. And when they did, what did they do? They etched it on the wall. So everybody else knew what they did.
Right. Yeah.
So art has been around for ages. I always tell people who say that they can't draw, I always say to them, if you can write letters, you can draw.
Facts.
And I'll prove it to you. Take the letter O, take the letter T, and take the letter I.
Yep.
All right? The O is the head, the T is the body and the arms, and the I are the legs. Put it all together. It's basic stick figures, and that's how it starts. It's just a matter of, do you expand on it? It's just like when you're listening to a song,
yeah,
you don't know all the words, but once you get the beat down, you remember it, and it becomes a part of your lexicon.
Yeah.
Facts.
And like you said, man, I always teach this in my classes too. It's a language. It's the first language that was ever recorded.
Yeah. Self-expression.
If you can put a figure, like you said, on a wall or something, it's going to give somebody a symbol or a symbolism to some type of acknowledgement, either what happened or what's gonna happen or what is happening now. So
I'll give you a good example of any artwork you ever see anywhere, whether it's a movie poster, whether it's an advertisement, even if it's a music CD, like somebody's dropping a new album. I was told this in college and I never forgot it. Angles create conflict. If you look at a lot of pictures, let's say for example of like landscapes, everything is horizon. It's on a horizon level. It's all eye level. The minute you can make somebody's head tilt to the left, to the right, or upside down, you got them. It's almost like being sucked into like a vortex. That's the key to art. If everything looks the same, everybody stays the same. Only when you change the way people look at things do they see it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
So the same thing when it comes to music. If everybody does the same sound, you can't really differentiate yourself. But if you do different lyrics, different cadence, you stand out.
I think
this is why we got work done so fast.
And that's what I was.
I was telling the brothers, this is why we got so much stuff done in school so quick. I mean, we was on it. Them late nights in the studio.
Oh man, Chamberlain, brother, they don't know about those days.
Right.
But you know what though? That's the difference between. That's why I can relate to a person like Nipsey Hussle. Like, one of my favorite songs by him is Hustle and Motivate. Because it's just like, when you think about it, there's certain people that you can get money with, and there's certain people you can't get money with.
Correct.
And when you're trying to build yourself up, you need to surround yourself with people that believe in your dream and will support your dream. Not just with words, but with action and with dollars. That's the key thing. Well, a lot of times we look for emotional support, and it's like, nah, man, I need that emotional and financial support. And then once I eat, I'm able to help you, you're able to help other people. So it's one and the same. One hand feeds the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, those Chamberlain nights here, they definitely did. Whew, I tell you this much, though. Working those late nights that we were like burning the midnight oil, figuring out like how do we create this cover, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Those little, that attention to detail, I carry over with me. So when a customer is asking me for, let's say, for example, a custom mural or a custom portrait, I'm asking those little minute details that make their piece stand out, makes their piece original.
Right.
And therefore, when they see it, they can point it out to someone else and be like, oh, look at this, look at that. Oh, yeah, he added this, he added that.
Right.
But you're passing on knowledge. I mean, people are growing. And back to something you said earlier, which is, what art does. The reason why you have so many different individuals in the world is because of art. Like, it all spawns from art, which is why I have a big problem with them taking a lot of the creative arts out of school as a basic thing. Like art class, I remember going to art class and having music class, and then being able to sign up for another computer class in which I was able to do sculpting and things like that. And I think that helps people find themselves. You know what I mean?
And if you think about it like this, right? Back in the day, and I'm talking like way back in the day, people had trades. You would study under a master, whether you're doing pottery, music, whatever it is, and that creative side, because that's one of the things. Even as an art instructor, and I taught as young as preschool all the way up to 6th grade. Whereas kids have a certain age at the point where they stop dreaming and stop being creative. And usually that's 5th grade.
Yeah.
After 5th grade, like if a kid has not, or a child has not formulated their dream, seen their dream, they're basically starting from square one every single year because it's not instilled in them. That's not to say, like you were saying, you want to sign up for all these classes, you want to, you want to be immersed in the arts, but it's also the way in which art is taught.
Right.
When you're taught writing, they tell you, oh, practice this stroke, practice cursive writing. A lot of times with art, especially with the STEM program, which should be STEAmed because you need art in it.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is that, I'll put it this way, not a little analogy, but think about it like this. How does a stem grow without stimulation?
Right.
You need the stimulation. Now you can have the stems, that's cool, but without the stimulation, which is the art, which pushes that creativity, you're basically just part of our friends pissing in the wind. Backtracking to what I said about the way in which art is taught, they give you a piece of paper and say, color this in, or connect the dots to this line, but nobody ever says, hey, hold your pencil like this. You might want to make it an ellipse or a radial technique, but the way in which it's taught is more taught like mathematics. 2 + 2 is 4, 4 × 4 is 16, but there's not enough of self-expression.
Right.
Everybody becomes the same.
That's what we need back in arts.
Which is like stealing the creativity process.
I mean, here's my thing. How do people want rocket ships if you ain't letting the kid draw a rocket?
Right.
When people tell me things like, "Oh, I don't watch sci-fi," or "That's weird," I go, "Really? Do you like cell phones?"
I'm about to say sci-fi pushes science fact. Has for the last 60 years. So.
I mean, I'll put you this way. Think about it like this. Think of every movie you saw between 1980 and 2000. All the things that you see there now exist. Cars that drive themselves from Back in the Future, we got them today.
Yeah, I just had this conversation.
You know what I mean? But it all comes back down to the art. You need an artist to visualize that, put it down on paper, even if it's an industrial designer. Yeah. That's what art is about, being creative and expressing yourself.
You need ideas.
Exactly. And if people are suppressing that, then it's just like, you really want a very boring world.
A drone. The thing, we create drones. You create individuals that are similar, that can be, I guess predictable, as opposed to free thinkers who, like you said, as far as artistry and everything that else happens, like you said, cell phones came from Star Trek. The comms, that was the spawning of the idea for the cell phone. So the reason we have cell phones, science fiction, a lot, like you said, the Jetsons and all of the science fiction, these things, creators, the creative individuals are the ones who drive technical innovation.
How many people do you know have hoverboards? I said Back to the Future.
Right, Back to the Future. Right.
They'll be out soon enough.
Yeah, about to come pair of Marty McFly's with and jump on.
They already got the sneakers.
Yeah, I mean, these hoverboards, they just roll. I'm waiting for the real hoverboards.
I'm just saying.
Right, facts.
You know it.
Yeah, you speaking facts.
Man. Definitely deep, brother.
Yeah, this art is deep.
But check this out, though. I'm going to put y'all on something. Not only is he an artist, but he does poetry.
Oh, okay. Well,
so you're
artist. So listen.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Derrick, I ain't want to put it on the spot, but I had to let him know.
Now it's out there.
Well, now you're creative, so we might have to get some of your work so we can play it. I'm just saying. We might have to do some recordings.
YouTube. Listen. Just go on YouTube. Type in my name, Derrick Trotman. There's 2 pieces I have on there. One is called Compassionate Freestyle. I made that specifically for haters. So, and I mean, like, if you hate on somebody who's just doing positive, and then I have another one called If It Wasn't For Her. It's a play on Common song I Used to Love Her, but I did it over the Jay-Z Dear Summer beat.
Okay.
Major.
It's a fire one.
Man, that's hot.
You had to bring some heat on that. Yeah. I can't wait to listen.
Yeah, like I said, it comes from, and my mother's a poet as well, so it's like it's all in the family. Poet, artist, yeah, man. Push the envelope. You know what I mean? I'm teaching my nieces. I got 4 nieces. Come help me.
Wow.
Yeah. 13, 11, 8, and 3.
Wow.
Yeah. And my oldest is who's 13, just turned 13. Now I'm 5'6", okay? She's 5'11".
No.
Yeah. I've already had to pull a couple of. I'm gonna knock your teeth in if you look at my teeth.
Listen,
Right.
you gotta do that early. Get that in early. Set the tone early.
I love my nieces like my daughters.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I mean? That's when the other artist comes out and we have to break out them X-Acto knives.
Major. Well, look, man, I appreciate your time, brother. We all do here on the Late Night Snack, man. Thanks for giving us your time and giving us a little insight on your work and all.
Also, you got shout outs. Wait, what city you repping? Where you from? Like, I mean, shout outs.
Oh, no.
Got the art out the way, bro. I'm representing the I Can't Even Comedy Championships we got. We on 13.
There you go.
Listen, man. Football season
Now
is
I gotta
coming.
turn the key. I had to start the cut.
We're gonna get you back. We're gonna get you back, D. When the NFL start up.
Most definitely. And I just want to say to all the Philly fans, I respect you, gangster. You got one.
Oh, get it!
Got it.
Hey, listen, we good. We got one, baby. We in there.
Oh, man.
Exactly. Now you just need 9 more to catch us.
Man, he's spitting fire. He's
Every
up.
dog has his day. It's all right. We all love. Hey, remember, that's the artist in us. We just create, different plays for y'all to think about at night.
No doubt. No doubt.
Wow, it's fire all day. Look what I started.
We'll come back and have this conversation.
Sure.
Definitely.
All right, brother. That's what's up, man. Yo, be easy. Hey, let them know one more time where to find your work and where to catch you at.
I appreciate that. They can catch me at trusoul.org. That's TRUSOUL.org. If you got the gram, Trusoul Movement. I'm on Twitter, Trusoul Movement, and even on Facebook, Trusoul Movement. So you can actually catch all the behind-the-scenes artwork, where I'm at, what new spots I'll be performing poetry at. So definitely hit me up.
Okay, no
Sure,
doubt.
man.
Excellent.
I appreciate it, fellas.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, man.
You too, man.
All right, peace.
Later.
Derrick Trotman, ladies and
right.
gentlemen.
That's right.
Another artist in the building.
That's it.
Late
This
night
is- this
snack
is what
show.
we do.
He's from the big.
I didn't know nothing about art, but
You're gonna learn today.
I'm gonna learn today. I didn't know what to
Learn
say. I was just listening, you know?
Good dude,
Yeah,
man.
I looked at a lot of his work, even like the Nipsey joint that he started, and
Nipsey was tough.
that's just the start. I mean, cause like you were saying, he's got more layers to add, and just looking through his catalog, the detail, but like the emotion and the colors carry. I mean, like in marketing, I learned exactly what certain colors draw out. That's why in hospital you see a lot of those blues, or you got a little pink greens to relax and make you chill. But fast food restaurants, there's a lot of reds and yellows and orange.
Right.
It creates an excitement that they want you to
Right.
hurry up.
Tension in.
Yeah, but they also want you to hurry up. They don't want you dilly-dallying because it's about fast money, fast food, get you in and out. So like seeing what colors and how they are entwined into some of his artwork and some of your paintings and how you do things, I don't know, it's very inspirational. But it makes everything just so unique. I like the self-expression of it. So just scrolling through any artist's Rolodex of art just is amazing. Like just walking through your house, the stuff that you got up, and then I'm all up in your crib. So I be seeing the joints you looking at. I be I be all in this page. You don't know, you know now.
Cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
So that was amazing to hear from him. Hear from somebody that knew you back in the day where y'all was both learning.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
We grinded. Freshman year, we was in the lab until at least 3:30, 4 o'clock. Not only working on projects that were due for class, but just upgrading and up ourselves. And we were sneaking in the senior and junior class in studios, learning 3D animator. We wasn't even in the class, you know what I mean? We just in there stealing knowledge. Like, this is how you do it. Yeah, we just living all in their world. Like, are you guys freshmen? Like, yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
We here.
Wait, you're still in knowledge, you're still paying tuition. It's us too.
Right. We in here.
We in here, hard body.
But listen,
Yo, this brother who made this.
Shout out to my wife Ashley. It's a late night snack show, so don't get it twisted.
This is what we do.
We're gonna be eating and snacking on things and having iced tea and all this good stuff.
Yo, lucky we just started filming because we used to bust down whole plates while filming. You didn't even know it.
My wife made this chocolate banana cake thing.
It's delicious.
I don't know what it's properly called, but it's delicious.
Mine's gone. That's mine.
Right. But listen, we're gonna let y'all go. In and out, baby. Great
Yeah.
conversation. All the love. We spread the love. That's what we do. We're here to support one another.
That's right. Always support.
Support the community. We're here with the Late Night Snack Show with your boy ASAP.
Boy Ray Bone.
Boy Big Rob.
Signing out. See you when we see you. Peace.
Yeah, baby.
You're listening to the Late Night Snack Radio Show.
Hey man, you got something to eat up in there? We hungry.